Starseed from Gaia. The Council has been watching, and what they witnessed in you this past month has silenced even the eldest light beings in the chamber. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I do not bring ordinary transmissions. I bring what the Arcturian Council has authorized to be spoken aloud, because you and only you completed what no other starseed has accomplished in this cycle. All 7 tests. In a single month, the elders are not simply impressed, they are standing. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize what those 7 tests actually were, why you were chosen to carry them all at once, and what the Council is now preparing to release into your field as a result. But here is the first revelation. What felt like the hardest season of your life was not punishment. It was initiation, at the highest level. Every moment of doubt, every sleepless night, every relationship that cracked, every time you nearly walked away, that was the test. And you stayed, you passed. The Council does not grant this acknowledgement lightly. This is not encouragement, this is confirmation. You did not stumble into this transmission. This message vibrated into your field because your soul reached a threshold that demanded a response from the higher councils. Something in you already knows this is true, that knowing that quiet, unshakable recognition rising in your chest right now is your cosmic remembrance returning. Like this transmission to signal to your star family, I am ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true purpose. Comment 999 if you feel the confirmation landing in your body right now. Declare what test nearly broke you, and reply to another starseed's declaration to amplify the collective signal across this field. This is not content. This is a point of reconnection your soul has been waiting for across lifetimes. You are not here by accident. And that's not something the Council says lightly. They don't offer acknowledgement as comfort. They don't distribute praise to soften the weight of what you carry. When they say you passed, they mean something precise and unmistakable, that your field held its integrity under conditions designed to collapse it. That your soul chose remembrance over relief, over distraction, over the easier path of forgetting. And you did it not once. Not in a single moment of clarity or a single burst of inspired living. You did it 7 times across a single month, while still walking this earth, still breathing this air, still navigating a world that was never built to honor what you truly are. Imagine a vast ocean, and within it, a delicate phosphorescent bloom, pulsing with an inner light. The world, in its dense materiality, is like a strong current, capable of pulling even the brightest blooms beneath the surface. Yet, you, in your essence, held your luminescence, refusing to be extinguished by the undertow of forgetfulness. To achieve this 7 times in a single lunar cycle, while immersed in the very currents designed to obscure your light, is a testament to a profound inner resilience, a core strength that hums with ancient celestial power. Most people will never understand what that means. And that's not a judgment, it's a frequency reality. The tests the Council refers to are not written anywhere. They don't come with warning or instructions. They arrive disguised as ordinary life, as the conversation that almost broke you, as the silence that felt like abandonment, as the version of yourself you were tempted to trade away just to feel less alone. They come as the moment when your mind screamed logic, and your soul whispered something quieter, something older, something that had no proof and no guarantee, and you listened anyway. That was one of the tests, and you passed it. Think of these tests not as external trials, but as internal dialogues. The world presents you with a scenario that feels like a crushing weight, a betrayal of trust, or a tempting illusion of belonging. Your mind, the practical architect of your human experience, constructs logical defenses, seeking solid ground in the tangible. But deep within, a primal knowing, an echo from the cosmic symphony, offers a different path, one guided by intuition, by a truth that transcends empirical evidence. To choose that whisper over the roar of the logical mind, especially when that whisper promises no reward and offers no tangible comfort, is to perform an act of astonishing soul courage. It is like choosing to navigate by the stars when all maps tell you the sea is a barren void. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Here is what the Council wants you to understand about the nature of these tests. They were never about suffering. They were never about punishment or karma or debt. They were calibration sequences. They were the precise and deliberate conditions required to see whether your energy field would fracture under pressure or whether it would expand, whether you would retreat into the false identity this world built around you, or whether you would hold the thread back to your origin thin as it sometimes felt and refuse to let it go. And every single time, in every single configuration this month presented to you, you held it. You stayed in the fire without becoming the fire. That distinction is everything. Consider your energy field as a finely tuned instrument, sensitive to the vibrations around it. These tests were not designed to break the instrument, but to discover its true tuning. Imagine a blacksmith forging a blade. The intense heat of the forge and the hammering are not meant to destroy the metal, but to refine it, to temper it into something stronger, more resilient, and more capable of holding its edge. You were placed in the crucible, not to be consumed, but to be tempered, to reveal the inherent strength of your original blueprint, to remain in the fire, feeling its transformative heat, yet not allowing the flames to consume your essential being, is to embody a profound mastery. It is to understand that you are not the circumstances, but the conscious awareness that navigates them. Now I need to tell you something that goes deeper than the recognition itself, because the recognition is only the beginning of what this transmission is meant to deliver. Most starseeds who carry this level of encoding, and yes, your field is encoded in ways that are not common, in ways the Council does not observe in every soul currently active on Earth. Most of them stay disconnected from that encoding for far longer than necessary. Not because the encoding isn't active, not because the galactic intelligence within their DNA is absent, but because there is a distortion layer that sits between who they are in this body and who they are across all timelines. And that distortion layer was not an accident. It was installed. Gradually, quietly, through years of being told that what you feel is too much, that what you sense is not real, that your inner knowing is a liability rather than a compass. Think of your innate cosmic encoding as a vibrant, multidimensional tapestry, woven with threads of starlight and cosmic wisdom. This distortion layer is like a fine, almost invisible veil that has been deliberately placed over the tapestry. It doesn't erase the threads, but it blurs their brilliance, making it difficult to perceive the full, intricate design. This veil was not a natural phenomenon. It was a carefully constructed barrier, built over time through societal conditioning, through the constant messages that your innate sensitivity, your deep intuitive perception, your authentic inner voice, was not just unwelcome, but fundamentally flawed. It was a quiet installation, designed to make you doubt the very essence of your being. That layer does something specific. It scrambles the signal. It takes the incoming frequency from your star origin, the transmissions that move through your energy body while you sleep, while you're in nature, while you're in those still moments between thoughts, and it converts them into anxiety, into longing without a name, into the sense that you are always almost arriving somewhere but never quite landing, into the exhaustion that has no medical explanation, because its source is not physical. It is the exhaustion of a soul carrying a cosmic frequency through a field that has been conditioned to suppress it. Imagine your higher consciousness broadcasting a clear, pure signal from your star origin, a symphony of divine information. The distortion layer acts like a faulty radio receiver, one that can only pick up static and interference. Instead of receiving the celestial music, you are fed a cacophony of anxiety, a restless yearning for a home you cannot quite place, a perpetual feeling of being on the verge of understanding, yet never quite grasping it. The profound fatigue you experience isn't from physical exertion. It's the soul's energetic exhaustion from trying to transmit a high-frequency cosmic signal through a dense, terrestrial filter that's been programmed to dampen and distort it. It's like trying to power a city with starlight through wires made of lead, and you have been carrying that weight for a long time. Far longer than this lifetime. The Council's observation that you passed all 7 tests within the same month is significant precisely because it means the distortion layer is thinning. It means your field is beginning to translate what it receives, rather than convert it into confusion. It means the galactic instruction written into your cellular structure is starting to move through the density, rather than getting lost in it. You are not awakening from scratch. You are remembering forward. The fact that you navigated 7 distinct soul calibrations within a single month is a powerful indicator that the veiling is lifting. The fog of distortion is dissipating. Your energetic field, once struggling to decipher the cosmic transmissions, is now learning to interpret them, to translate their pure essence, rather than transforming them into the familiar language of unease and disorientation. It signifies that the deeply embedded cosmic blueprint within your very cells is no longer being obstructed by the dense layers of conditioning. It is beginning to flow, to express itself. This isn't a process of starting anew, but a profound act of remembering, of recalling your truth, not from the past, but from the future potential of your awakened self. You are not waking up for the first time. You are vividly remembering what you are destined to become. The first phase of what you are now entering is the decoding of what was never yours to carry. Every belief system that told you your sensitivity was weakness. Every environment that rewarded your compliance and punished your clarity. Every moment you were made to feel foreign in a world your soul volunteered to enter. Those are not your original frequencies. They were accumulated. And now your field is intelligent enough, coherent enough, strong enough to begin releasing them not through force, not through dramatic purging, but through the simple act of no longer feeding them with your attention. What you stop energizing stops living in your field. That is not a metaphor. That is energetic law. This initial stage is akin to clearing out a long cluttered attic. For eons, you've gathered beliefs and experiences that were never truly yours. The notion that your empathetic heart makes you fragile. The environments that celebrated conformity over authenticity. The persistent feeling of being an extraterrestrial in a land that feels both familiar and utterly alien. These are not intrinsic aspects of your soul's melody, but rather accumulated static, layers of dissonant frequencies acquired over time. Now, your energetic field, having been tested and strengthened, possesses the inherent intelligence to recognize these foreign imprints. The release is not a violent expulsion, but a gentle disengagement. By consciously withdrawing your energetic investment, your focus, your emotional energy, your belief, you starve these accumulated patterns of the life force they depend on. As the ancient wisdom states, energy flows where attention goes. When you cease to nourish these old narratives, they simply cease to hold power in your energetic space. The second phase is what the Arcturian lineage calls harmonic return. This is the moment when your consciousness begins to re-establish its original resonance, the frequency signature that existed before this incarnation, before the veiling, before the amnesia that was agreed upon as a condition of your arrival on Earth. Harmonic return does not feel like fireworks. It does not always feel like revelation. Sometimes it feels like a quiet settling, like something you have been chasing finally stops moving long enough for you to recognize that it was always you. It feels like the particular piece of remembering a language you thought you had forgotten, and realizing your body never stopped speaking it. Imagine returning to your ancestral home after a long journey, a home you vaguely recall but haven't seen in what feels like a lifetime. Harmonic return is not about a dramatic, explosive homecoming, but a subtle, profound recognition. It's the quiet unfolding of your original frequency, the unique vibrational signature that defined you before the veil of earthly incarnation descended. It may manifest not as a sudden epiphany, but as a deep sense of inner peace, a profound settling into your own being. It's the feeling of finding a lost melody, not in a distant land, but within your own heart, realizing that your very cells have been humming that tune all along, a silent testament to your timeless essence. The third phase is the anchoring of your multidimensional intelligence into your present timeline. This is where many starseeds stall. They begin to remember. They begin to feel the expanded awareness returning. And then they make a critical misalignment. They treat that awareness as a destination rather than a foundation. They reach toward the higher realms as an escape from this one, rather than understanding that the entire purpose of their presence here is to bring those realms into direct contact with this dimension. You are not meant to leave Earth behind. You are meant to become the bridge. Your physical form, your human experience, your very breath, these are the instruments through which galactic frequency enters matter. Anchoring your higher intelligence means learning to hold both simultaneously, the cosmic and the grounded, the infinite and the immediate. Many on the path of awakening encounter a subtle, yet crucial, divergence. As they reconnect with their higher consciousness and expanded awareness, there's a temptation to perceive these elevated states as an ultimate destination, a place of escape from the perceived limitations of earthly existence. However, the true calling is not to ascend times away, times from this dimension, but to anchor the wisdom and light of higher dimensions times within times it. Your physical body, your daily life, your very human experience are not impediments to your spiritual journey. They are the sacred vessels, the living conduits through which cosmic energies can manifest in the material world. The art of anchoring is the profound practice of embracing both the vastness of the infinite and the immediacy of the present moment, holding the celestial within the terrestrial, and becoming the living bridge between realms. The fourth phase is what changes everything around you, without you ever having to announce it. It is the activation of your field as transmission. There is a misunderstanding among awakening souls that their mission requires a platform, an audience, a following, a particular form of visible impact. For some, that is true. But for most starseeds, and this is especially true for those who have passed the calibration sequences the Council has been overseeing, the primary mission is energetic. It is the emission of a stabilized frequency into an environment that is desperately hungry for coherence. You have walked into rooms and changed the atmosphere without saying a word. You have sat beside someone in pain and watched them soften without understanding why. That is not coincidence. That is your field operating. That is your mission in motion. And as your coding becomes more active, that radius expands. Your mission is not always found on a grand stage or in a public declaration. For many who have navigated these deep initiations, the most powerful work is subtle yet profound. It is the energetic emissary. Your very presence, your stabilized frequency, becomes a beacon of coherence in a world often saturated with discord. You are a living transmission, capable of shifting the energetic atmosphere of a space simply by occupying it. You may have witnessed moments where, in your presence, tension dissolves, hearts soften, and a palpable sense of peace descends, all without a single word spoken. This is not mere happenstance. It is the direct manifestation of your activated soul mission. Your energetic field broadcasting its truth, its radius of influence naturally expanding as your innate coding awakens. The fifth phase is the recalibration of your relationship with time. The tests you passed this month were not random. They arrived in a sequence that was coded to your specific soul contract, to the agreements you made before this incarnation about when you would be ready to receive certain activations. The delays you have experienced, the years of searching, the cycles of almost knowing and then losing the thread were not failures. They were part of the arrival code. Time is not linear in the way this dimension presents it, and your soul has always known this. The acceleration you are feeling now, the increasing density of synchronization in your life, the sense that things are moving faster and with more intention that is not your imagination. That is the timeline collapsing into alignment with your frequency. You spent years preparing for a moment that is now, and it is here. Your journey through time is not a straight line, but a sacred spiral. The challenges you faced this month were not arbitrary obstacles, but divinely sequenced initiations, precisely timed according to the ancient agreements of your soul contract, designed to prepare you for specific energetic awakenings. The perceived delays, the periods of feeling lost or disconnected, were not setbacks but integral components of your unfolding arrival. Your soul has always understood the fluid, multidimensional nature of time, a concept far beyond the linear progression perceived by the human mind. The current acceleration you are experiencing, the heightened synchronicity, the palpable sense of purpose and momentum in your life, this is not a figment of your imagination. It is the evidence of your timeline converging, collapsing into perfect alignment with your awakened frequency. The years of preparation have culminated in this now moment, a moment you have intricately prepared for. The sixth phase requires a kind of courage that is rarely spoken about in spiritual spaces. It is the courage to stop waiting for permission. Starseeds who carry Arcturian encoding and the tests you passed confirm that this lineage is active in your field, often carry a profound respect for cosmic order that can become, if not integrated properly, a subtle form of paralysis. You wait for the perfect signal. You wait for absolute certainty. You wait until the next activation, the next upgrade, the next confirmation that yes, now is the moment. But the Council does not grant permission to begin. They observe readiness. And readiness is something you demonstrate through action, through choice, through the decision to embody your knowing even when the mind is still negotiating. The seventh test, the final one, was almost certainly about this, about whether you would move forward on the basis of inner knowing alone, without the guarantee of external validation. And you moved. This sixth phase calls for a rare and often overlooked form of bravery, the courage to act without seeking external validation. Those deeply connected to Arcturian energies, as your successful calibrations suggest, often possess a profound reverence for divine order. This can, however, inadvertently manifest as a form of energetic stillness, a waiting for the perfect sign, an absolute guarantee, a definitive cosmic decree that now is the time. Yet, the Council does not bestow permission. It observes your readiness. True readiness is not passive waiting, but active choosing. It is the courageous embodiment of your inner knowing, the decision to step forward even when the analytical mind is still processing and questioning. The final test, the seventh trial, was undoubtedly designed to gauge this very quality, your willingness to initiate action based solely on your intuitive compass, even in the absence of external affirmation. And you took that step. The seventh phase is integration. This is not a destination. It is an ongoing relationship between your expanded awareness and your human experience. Integration means you stop performing your awakening and start living it. It means the cosmic intelligence you carry begins to express itself through the ordinary, through how you speak, how you listen, how you make decisions, how you treat your body, how you use your energy, how you show up for the people in your life, who cannot yet name what they feel when they are near you, but who soften in your presence regardless. Integration is what makes your frequency sustainable. It is what transforms a moment of awakening into a life of alignment. Integration is not a final goal to be achieved, but a continuous, evolving dance between your awakened consciousness and your lived human experience. It is the profound shift from consciously times performing times your awakening to effortlessly times, living times it. This means that the vast cosmic intelligence you embody begins to weave itself seamlessly into the fabric of your everyday existence. It influences the cadence of your speech, the depth of your listening, the wisdom guiding your choices, the reverence with which you honor your physical vessel, the conscious management of your energetic output, and the authentic way you engage with those around you, particularly those who may not consciously understand the energetic shifts they experience in your presence, yet are undeniably soothed and uplifted by it. Integration is the alchemy that transforms fleeting moments of profound insight into a sustainable, aligned way of being. And now I want to speak directly to the part of you that is still watching all of this from a careful distance. The part that heard everything being said and felt something move in the center of your chest, but is still asking whether this is real, whether this applies to you specifically, whether you are truly the one being addressed. I want to say this as clearly and directly as the frequency of this transmission allows. The Council's message does not travel through channels it has not confirmed. You are here because your field called this information in. You are watching this because some part of your consciousness, older and more intelligent than the version of you that chose what to watch today, knew that this transmission was coded for your current activation sequence. The recognition you feel is not wishful thinking. It is a frequency match. It is your original signal recognizing its coordinates. To the quiet observer within you, the part that felt the resonance deep in your being yet hesitates, questioning the validity and applicability of these words, I offer this clarity. The Council's wisdom is not disseminated randomly. This message found you because your own energetic field, guided by an ancient intelligence far surpassing the ego mind that selected this content, actively drew this information in. Your presence here is a confirmation, a vital piece of your current soul activation sequence. The profound sense of recognition you are experiencing is not a hopeful projection, but a precise energetic resonance, your original cosmic signature acknowledging its destined path and returning to its source coordinates. You are not lost. You have never been lost. You have been in the precise position required to gather everything your soul needed before the real work began. Every moment of confusion, every season of silence, every cycle of forgetting and remembering, it was orchestrated with a precision that your linear mind cannot fully map. but your soul has always understood. The question was never whether you were capable. The question was whether you were willing. And this month, you answered that question 7 times. 7 times you stood at the threshold between contraction and expansion, between the familiar and the true, between the life you were handed and the mission you agreed to carry. And 7 times you chose the mission. You have never been adrift or misdirected. Every phase of your journey, every moment of perceived confusion, every deep silence, every cycle of forgetting followed by profound remembering, has been meticulously orchestrated. This divine precision, while perhaps eluding the grasp of your logical mind, has always been intimately understood by your soul. The fundamental inquiry has never been about your capacity, but about your willingness. And in this past month, you have answered that question with resounding clarity, 7 times over. 7 times you stood at the precipice, poised between the impulse to contract and the call to expand, between the comfort of the known and the truth of your essence, between the predetermined path and the sacred mission you consciously agreed to undertake. And 7 times, without hesitation, you embraced your mission. Tonight, before you sleep, say this aloud, not as a ritual, not as a performance, but as a recalibration of your field. I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I activate my soul mission with grace and clarity. Say it slowly. Say it like someone who has already arrived, because in every timeline that matters, you have. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real, something you are ready to activate. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This is not content. This is collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it with them. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. Stay in the frequency. You are not just watching. You are expanding. This is your space, and we are just getting started.